Mic check. What's up, YouTube? I'm back reloaded. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all hit the mother effing like button. Let's get it popping. Hold on. Oh, shoot. Let's get it popping. Y'all share this live, man. Share this live.
Tactics that they use to spin us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the Adam effect. Join the movement. This is the Adam effect. Achieve things are on. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of Adam spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to spin us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the Adam effect. Join the movement. This is the Adam effect. Achieve things are on. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of Adam spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to spin us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the Adam effect. Join the movement. This is the Adam effect. Achieve things are on.
Things is looking like it's out of mind. Like when I had my first baby, yeah, her name is Melody. Leave it on the ground, leave it in the leaf. I've been working hard and to get sleep coldly. On, I could barely sleep. I feel like cold cold. It's a scary beast, so I barely speak. Life shit is so temporary, but it's necessary. All my shit is so extemporary. Niggas won't be done, that shit is so unnecessary. This sickness shit is so hereditary. I just laid my granny in the cemetery. I'm black, bitch. I live every day like it's February. God gave me life clarity. Money over everything, even more than the air we breathe. Damn, it's all fake, even charity. Know about it by the rules. Politics can have me fucked up. It's all fake, even charity. I need clarity. Fuck Uncle Sam. Fuck the man who ruling on me. Told the government I'm out of school. It's funny. I'm celebrating black everything like they couldn't grow up on me. Yeah, I got a different attitude. I like altitude. Damn, who got the view up on me? Traffic talking on my celly. Traffic talking on my telly. Cause I ain't funny and I live in.
Y'all hit the like button, man.
I ain't never lonely, yeah. Yeah, to the shit. Whooping all these niggas like I'm Batman and shit. Dancing the cash in the back with a brick. Passing the gas in the back of the whip. Excuse me, hold on, don't lose me. Fucking all these hoes like groupies. My life been a bitch, don't do me. Add a little drink to the mix while I'm smoking all loosely. Chasing all these dogs, man, my life been a movie. Blew 40 bands in the last few months, oh well, consume me. Yeah, I'm a vet, like shout out to a dog named Lucy. I've been singing all this shit since 18. The nigga had big dreams, go 18. Shout out to my auntie. Lately, I've been feeling like I need to get saved by the 18. I done said the day go, don't go evil, yeah. Shout out to my team.
Y'all hit the like button, man. We got the answer. Hey, share this live because they don't want people to know the answer. I found the answer, man. I'm telling you. Hold on. Share the live. Hit the like button. Share the live. We just setting up. I'm trying to make sure this gets the most viewership that it can get. Like I said, y'all hit the like button. And shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We appreciate you.
This enough show, this day to the toe, man. They better go vote when I run for the throne. I'm a penny black, I'm in love with my own.
Like I said, man, y'all hit the like button, share this live. I found it. I was doing my research, and it's everything that we've been talking about. Like I said, it gets scary. I'm not here to scare you guys. I'm here to inform you guys. This is the free flow of information. This is a free flow of information. So like I said, they don't want y'all to know we setting up right now. What I think it is, I think it relates to World War III, but we're all going to discuss this. I have information to back it up. So like I said, everybody hit the like button, share this live, man. We about to get started though. Hold on, let me add these videos for you guys. Y'all share this live, man. It's just the intro, guys. Hold on, I'm getting all the videos together. Y'all share the live, man. Yep, got all the videos. We about to get started. We got the answers, yes we do. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat, we appreciate you guys. Like I said, I've been doing the research. If you look at my old page, you look at some of my stuff, we've been talking about World War III, and I think I know why the drones are here. We have two We got two possible reasons why the drones are here, but we're gonna discuss it. Hold on.
This is the Adam effect.
This for everybody that's new. I gotta hear this.
If you are hearing this, you are in resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of Adam spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The device attack.
All right, man, that's it. Shout out to everybody tuning in to the Black Pill. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you're hearing this, you are the resistance. All right, man, so we just gonna get right into it. Normally we do Coley Blues News, but today we're doing a deep dive, Skeptical Sundays on a Saturday. Yes, sir. Skeptical Sundays on a Saturday. So we're discussing the drone sightings. Shout out to New Jersey, man. Shout out to New Jersey. Shout out to New York. Yes, sir. Shout out to all these places. All right, so I'm gonna set the tone with this, and then we'll go from there. So let's set the tone right now. Y'all let me know if the volume's too loud as well. Here we go.
The growing frustration with the number of mysterious drone sightings growing now as far south as Maryland. Already, of course, sightings in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Connecticut. And news tonight, a confirmed sighting of drones over a naval weapons station in New Jersey. And New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy now asking President Biden directly for help. Here's Ariel Reshef.
Tonight, mounting frustration and alarm as even more states in the Northeast report swarms of those unexplained aircraft dotting the skies.
The people of this city and state and region deserve answers of what the heck is going on.
From New York to Connecticut to the Philadelphia suburbs, increasing reports of drones hovering overhead.
Drone number 2.
Maryland's former governor posting on X he saw dozens of large drones over his own home right outside the nation's capital. And today, a naval weapons station in New Jersey confirming multiple instances of drones crossing into its airspace, but saying they did not pose a threat. Tonight, New Jersey's governor appealing directly to President Biden, saying the continued reports of unmanned aircraft system activity has raised more questions than answers. And overnight, New Jersey Senator Andy Kim out with police to see for himself. You can see lights of apparent drones above him.
We're seeing just a number of different drones, probably 4 or 5 that we can see right now at any given time, flying low over the ridge line here.
David, tonight authorities warning residents not to approach any drones that may land in your area. Instead, call 911. David?
Ariel Reshef on this again tonight. Ariel, thank you. The growing frustration.
All right, so the reason why we're bringing light to this is because, you know, our own people are telling us, and when I say our own people, I mean our government, our authorities, they're telling us not to touch the drones, right? And then they're having discussions, and we're going to bring up the footage. We have a lot of footage, right? So they're having discussions about, you know, the government supposedly has no idea what the drones are. I'm here to tell you, my ninjas, that is a bold-faced lie. Yes, sir. That is a complete lie. The government is aware of what the drones are. Now, the reason why the government doesn't want us to know is because it's going to incite panic. Always remember, there is no way that we can have unidentified aerial phenomena, right? We can't have unidentified anomalous phenomena flying as low as they're flying, right, within our airspace without knowing what it is. So that is a bold-faced lie. Yes, sir. So we got more footage because I'm going to allow them to do the talking while I explain to you guys, and then I'll show you the ultimate thing that we found, which was a recently deleted conversation. And in that conversation, it talks about what the drones are actually doing, which may be the answer. And it relates to World War III. All right, so here we go. These are some of the things that have been seen. And shout out to everybody in New Jersey. We got New Jersey in the building. Yes, sir. Shout out to New Jersey. Here we go.
What? It is coming closer. I feel like I can touch it.
Now, I'm here to ask y'all, do y'all think the government will be willing to let these kind of things, right, fly within our airspace and have no idea what it is and just call it a phenomena? These things are on a need-to-know basis, and unfortunately, the American people doesn't need to know. We're going to play that one more time. Here we go.
What? It is coming closer. I
feel like I can touch it.
All right, so we got more footage. Let me see. 1 second. Let me pull it up. So like I said, this is all going to make sense because now the drones are starting to be seen worldwide at U.S. military bases. So shout out to everybody in here. And this is why I tell y'all push the live. We had 100 people in here and now we dwindled down. Y'all need to share this live, hit the like button, share the live. They don't want us to know because like I've been telling you guys, it's Christmas time. Imagine people had to worry about these kind of stuff during Christmas time. So hit that like button and share this live. So drones seen worldwide at U.S. military bases. Now, everybody ask yourself, why will we be seeing these drones at our military bases? And shout out to everybody who's part of the Corps that's been here. Yes, sir. We've been discussing World War III and we've been discussing people wanting to retaliate. I'm not going to blame a specific country because I don't have the money for these people to sue me and they're not going to take me to jail. But what I can tell you is based off of speculations, this is just a discussion. If anything, this is for entertainment purposes only, right? But yes, drones seen worldwide at the U.S. military base. Let's see what they have to say.
Drone sightings right now that started off in New Jersey and are just spreading out all over the world. So the world, that, in addition, all over the world. All over the world, yeah. So actually, this was very interesting was, we initially had seen these off the coast of New Jersey. We saw that now they're in New York, Pennsylvania. Now, I haven't been able to confirm this, but I've seen people saying this. And, on my channel, I like to cite all the sources, make sure that all the information is accurate. So take this with a grain of salt. But we're also hearing that this is coming up in California, Texas, and other states as well. And also, I personally received a DM, and I typically don't like to, message. I get messages from people all the time, but it looked like a very credible source. But again, just take it for what it is. Individuals said that they are stationed out in Europe at a U.S. military base, and they said, Steve, please don't disclose my name or the information, but what you are reporting on is accurate, and we're actually seeing these in military bases out here in Europe. The exact same type of drones that are being seen all along the East Coast, they're actually being seen around the world, and they are focused on U.S. assets, military bases. And the report I received, I shared it with my audience, but I told them, take into consideration that it's, it could be anybody. They could be making something up. Well, then I actually heard that reported on the news yesterday as well, that they said they've received confirmation that these are actually at military bases around the world. So it's no longer just New Jersey or the East Coast. This is everywhere. So it kind of makes me think that there is validity to those claims that there are sightings now being seen in Austin, Texas, all over California. They're saying that these are starting to spread out everywhere.
All right, so I'm going to ask y'all, right? When y'all get the chance, I want y'all to put in the chat, right? Do you think that these drones are UFOs? Do you guys think they're UFOs? At first, I was of the idea that they were UFOs, and I'll tell you why. I'll show you some of the footage that we covered before because I don't think these are UFOs. I'm going to tell you now. These are, I'm not going to call them military drones because like I said, for entertainment purposes only, we're going to call them military drones because if I'm right, I don't want to disappear, you feel me? I don't want them to off me, right? I don't want them to put me in the casket, okay? So it's like I said, for entertainment purposes only, these are military drones. Now, everything that's been happening with World War, and then we sit there and ask ourselves, why would our government not want us to come close to those drones and touch those drones? Because they know what it is, but like I said, they can't tell us. Now, like I said, at the end of this show, I'm going to show you guys the proof that I have because I don't want it to be true, but if it's true, it's actually very, very scary, and it would make sense. Because I kept asking myself, what's in New Jersey? What's in New Jersey? What's in New Jersey? Then I started thinking to myself, why am I thinking about what's in New Jersey when I should be thinking about where is New Jersey geographically, right? Where is New Jersey? Think like the New York area. Where is it geographically? Like if, let's say, for example, and I'm not saying this yet, we're going to get into it. We're going to discuss it. But let's say somebody wanted to retaliate against the U.S., right? What would be the first specific targets? It would be targets to the, the Pacific and then the Atlantic Ocean, right? So we're thinking the outside places. First place, of course, that comes to mind is like Washington, D.C. or the capital, Texas, Austin. Shout out to Austin. Y'all feel me? But we sit there, right? We're sitting there. I'm sitting there thinking, okay, so what, they're going to bomb the place? Have they already bombed the place? Do they have something there? Is there something going on? And like I said, we're going to discuss it further. But we're going to play this one more time. We have more footage, guys. Here we go.
Drone sightings right now that started off in New Jersey and are just spreading out all over the world. That in addition, all over the world. All over the world, yeah. So actually, this was very interesting was, we initially had seen these off the coast of New Jersey. We saw that now they're in New York, Pennsylvania. Now, I haven't been able to confirm this, but I've seen people saying this. And, on my channel, I like to cite all the sources, make sure that all the information is accurate. So take this with a grain of salt. But we're also hearing that this is coming up in California, Texas, and other states as well. And also, I personally received a DM, and I typically don't like to, message. I get messages from people all the time, but it looked like a very credible source. But again, just take it for what it is. Individuals said that they are stationed out in Europe at a U.S. military base, and they said, Steve, please don't disclose my name or the information, but what you are reporting on is accurate, and we're actually seeing these in military bases out here in Europe. The exact same type of drones that are being seen all along the East Coast, they're actually being seen around the world, and they are focused on U.S. assets, military bases. And the report I received, I shared it with my audience, but I told them, take into consideration that it's, it could be anybody. They could be making something up. Well, then I actually heard that reported on the news yesterday as well, that they said they've received confirmation that these are actually at military bases around the world. So it's no longer just New Jersey or the East Coast. This is everywhere. So it kind of makes me think that there is validity to those claims that there are sightings now being seen in Austin, Texas, all over California. They're saying that these are starting to spread out everywhere.
My ninjas, is this an alien invasion? Is this an alien invasion? I don't think it's an alien invasion, but we're going to show you more footage of these drones. And we've been showing this footage, but for example, it's things like this that will make you think it's an alien invasion. Now, like I said, guys, I always tell you when you come on this page, question everything. Here we go.
What the hell, boy?
We're going to play that one more time because I can't believe my eyes either when I'm seeing this. Hold on, bro. All right, so let me show you guys what I showed you yesterday where there was one literally looking as if it was picking something up. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can even find it. I can't even find it. Well, back to what I was doing. Anyway, so like I said, guys, when we look at, is this the one I wanted to show you? New Jersey. So this is where I wanted to get to you guys. We were discussing, so we've been discussing World War III, and we discussed people wanting to retaliate against the U.S. And I kept asking myself, I said, why would the drones try and be in New Jersey? What's in New Jersey? And then I started hearing how the drones were starting to be seen around U.S. military targets. Or we're gonna call them assets, military assets. So we're starting to see drones around military assets. So when we put two and two together, the UFO drones are looking for something in New Jersey. New Jersey is a priority nuclear target. So here we go. I can't read that to you, but majority of nights from 6 p.m. to 5 a.m., these drones are seen out in these places. And like I said, New Jersey is at the edge. So this could be potentially why we're seeing all these drones. Let's see what other people have to say. So we have this gentleman here. This gentleman works for the government. He's one of them people. He's like in the Matrix, he would be, what's his name? He'll be the virus in the Matrix. I forget his name. Smith. He's like Smith. Here we go. We're going to play him for you guys to listen. I don't know his name. Here we go.
Drones. John, on the drones, does the U.S. government have any of its own imagery or video of these systems?
I'm not aware that we have U.S. government produced imagery ourselves, but as I said in my opening statement, we have certainly done thorough analysis of the existing imagery.
Like from people's cell phones that we're seeing? Basically, with what you're looking at, how can you credibly tell people that there is no public safety threat, there's no national security threat, that there's no reason to believe that a foreign government is involved?
Because the analysis thus far in an investigation that is ongoing has not revealed any national security or malicious intent or criminal activity. But, Jackie, I would remind you, we're at the beginning here, not the end. There's a lot more work to be done, and we're working closely with state and local authorities to gain more information. I would argue that we're moving pretty well here with a sense of energy to try to figure out what we can do to learn more about this. We're still in the middle of an ongoing investigation, and I'm up here explaining to you and let you know what we know so far, what we believe so far. If information comes to light that changes that characterization, then my goodness, we'll be the first ones to let you know. But right now, there's just no indication that this is some sort of foreign malign activity or, in fact, even criminal.
That's not what the senators said in the letter. They said, in fact, that they've been observed maneuvering their critical infrastructure, sensitive locations, including reservoirs and military installations, and cited a concern from law enforcement about public safety threats because a medevac helicopter was prevented from transporting a seriously injured patient for care because of the presence of these drones.
I stand by my openings.
Can you make that make more sense? Because I think people in New York and New Jersey see drones the size of an SUV over their house every night and think that that doesn't make any sense.
Certainly, I understand why people would be looking at this and being concerned about it. We're concerned about it too, which is why we have the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI, my goodness, looking at this, and we're taking it seriously. We understand that people are concerned. We understand that they got questions. We got questions too, and we're working hard to get the answers to that. What I can tell you as we sit here today, at 2:16 in the afternoon on the 12th, is we haven't seen any indication thus far that there's a public safety risk, and we haven't seen.
Does the government know what they are?
We are still investigating this. I can't tell you definitively. I cannot characterize for you definitively what these sightings are. I can just go back to what I said at the opening. We've looked at the imagery. We can't corroborate some of the reported sightings through our own expert analysis using sophisticated detection techniques, but that doesn't mean that, we're putting our pen down here this afternoon and calling it a day. We're going to keep at this.
What are you doing, though?
We are continuing to investigate it, as I said in my opening statement, 2 federal agencies, as well as the United States Coast Guard and state and local law enforcement officials, which we are staying in close touch with.
John.
Yo, my ninjas. Y'all ever seen like in the movies where there was when the government the dude that works for the government, he comes to you and he tells you, hey, we're gonna keep all our I's dotted and our T's crossed. This is that ninja. Like that ninja that pulls up to you, hey, so you know this information. Hey, we'd like to talk to you about it. And yeah, we need you to stay quiet. My ninja. I am of the belief that these drones are checking to see if there's a public risk. I'm not going to say of a bomb, right? I'm not going to say a bomb before I start inciting fear-mongering or whatever. But they're checking for something. They are looking for something. Is this what I wanted to show you guys? So nuclear targets. Guys, where is New Jersey in terms of these nuclear targets? Where is New Jersey? If we look at nuclear targets, where is New Jersey? Now, I'm not saying that they dropped a bomb or they planning to drop a bomb. I'm saying something might have happened, right? And like I said, guys, this is for entertainment purposes only because I'm a podcaster, so I don't want them to try and say they got to take me to jail. But yeah, does everybody see, does everybody see this? This is a nuclear targets map. New Jersey, all the places, when we put everything together, we've been talking about World War III and stuff. Shout out to Jack. What's up, Jack? What's popping? When we put all these things together, and we sit there and hear that all these drones are going towards U.S. military assets, The only thing that would make sense is there's either been chatter, right? The chatter that we don't hear, you know, the radio chatter. There's radio chatter of a country. I'm not going to say any specific names because I don't want them to be like, oh, he's banned from the internet. I'm saying there's probably chatter of a country saying that they're going to retaliate against the U.S. I'm not saying who. I'm not saying what. Or there's been bomb threats made in specific areas with specific types of weapons, and that's why these drones are out there looking for that stuff. Because at first I thought they were UFOs. I'm like, okay, these are UFOs. But like I said, even when we look at these drones and the way that they're set up, it looks like they're trying to detect something. They're not picking people up. We're not hearing anything of people being abducted and all this crazy stuff. All people are saying is that they're seeing them everywhere. Now, when you throw in the military asset part into the mix, now it makes sense what they're looking for. I think they're looking for a bomb, my ninja. But they're not going to tell us because everybody would lose their mind if they thought it was a nuclear bomb. Here we go. We're going to show this one more time. Shout out to Jack. All right, so let's see what else. Let's see what else. I have the ultimate thing I'm going to show you, but before I show you guys this, let me pull this up. Here we go. What is this? I'm scared this doesn't relate to what we're doing. Shout out to everybody sending us the videos. When y'all send me these videos. Hey, man. I don't know what this video is about, so I'm a little scared. Here we go.
Exactly one leading thing, and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Conditioning the minds of individuals through repeated disinformation was the intention behind CIA's Operation Mockingbird. Only a few major corporations control an estimated 90% of all the news stations, television, movies, music, video games, social media, and the internet.
They were enhancing the harmonics in the music to actually affect the neuron pathways in the brain in directions that they wanted, and then using specific lyrics to drive in a message.
What was learned has been implemented through the use of sophisticated equipment. The advancements made have offered the ability to track states of consciousness and alter it electronically and remotely, allowing for silent mind control to take place on a mass scale and go completely undetected.
But what the hell, boy? Hey, disclosure, guys. When you guys send videos, you gotta tell me what the video's about, bro. That's some crazy stuff, bro. But we'll discuss that later. Operation Mockingbird is a true thing. We'll discuss that in another live stream, maybe tomorrow on Skeptical Sundays. But yeah, when y'all send stuff, put in the description what you sent. You know, tell us a brief description, because if it's black like that, I'm not doing that again. I'm not clicking that. That was very uncomfortable for me, and I'm sweating now. All right, back to what I was saying with the drones. Here we go. I forget this gentleman's name, but he is famous. Shout out to him. Here we go.
The U.S. government saying it's not theirs, right?
Yes.
Okay. So here's a question, Tom. If you're in your backyard, okay, your job as a man of the household is to protect the backyard of your house, okay? You see something, a drone on top of your house, a small little drone on top of your house, and let's just you got a good-sized house with an acre. You ask your kids, hey, is this one of ours? No. Hey, is this any of the guys? No. Shoot it down. Okay?
Absolutely. It's like looking inside your daughter's bedroom or the bathroom or
Yeah.
something, getting pictures. Because you could have bad kids next door. Hey, let's see if we can get a picture while she's taking a shower. Kids are going to do this with Jones. Those things over my property, it's coming down.
By the way, what if it's a drone above a military base? What if you fly a drone above an airport?
Or you're
if
finished.
you fly a drone over an airport, what do you do to the drone? You shoot it down.
Shout out to everybody that come on this page. Hey, man, first off, if you shoot the drone down, be ready to come and deal with whatever comes with shooting the drone down. And secondly, I was going to say, yo, why this ninja said Yo, that was a crazy connection. This ninja said, imagine having kids. That ninja said, imagine having kids and having a daughter, and then the kids next door like, let's see her take a shower. My ninja, what? What? I was like, excuse me? Bro, I was like, excuse me? We're going to run that back. Here we go.
The U.S. government saying it's not theirs, right?
Yes.
Okay. So here's a question, Tom. If you're in your backyard, okay, your job as a man of the household is to protect the backyard of your house, okay? You see something, a drone on top of your house, a small little drone on top of your house, and let's just you got a good-sized house with an acre. You ask your kids, hey, is this one of ours? No. Hey, is this any of the guys? No. Shoot it down. Okay?
Absolutely. It's like looking inside your
Yeah.
daughter's bedroom
There's
or the
some-
bathroom
yeah.
or something, getting pictures. Because you can have bad kids next door. Hey, let's see if we can get a picture while she's taking a shower. Kids are going to do this with Jones. Those things over my property, it's coming down.
By the way, what if it's a drone above a military base? What if you fly a drone above an airport?
Yo. Yo, this ninja. Yo, what is in his head? He's having the conversation with the man. Bro, his mind is elsewhere right now. That was crazy, bro. How you even make that connection, bro? That was insane. I can't believe it. All right, so let's see what else we got. Let's see what's popping off. Yeah, guys, so this is being talked about everywhere. That was a crazy connection, bro. That was insane, bro. Where your mind at, bro?
On the way here, I was on the phone with my OEM team, and we now have guidance coming from the state. And that guidance does say two different things. First of all, if there is a downed drone in our vicinity, we are immediately to call the bomb squad of our county. And second, our fire department has been instructed to make sure they wear hazmat suits. So we're being told that people in New Jersey must be crazy, that they're only seeing small aircraft, and that's just not the case. If you're on the ground in New Jersey, my residents are concerned, and they're quite alarmed because they have no idea what's hovering just over their houses. You got to understand, a drone is considered an aircraft because it's flying in unrestricted space or restricted space. So it's considered an aircraft. These do look like a small aircraft. There's no doubt about that. They don't look like the personal drones that we're used to seeing. We had an unprecedented briefing on Wednesday. 200 state mayors were all gathered together, and we learned exactly what the state of New Jersey learned, which is very little. But the thing that we did take away from that was that we were told very point blank that these drones are hovering over our critical infrastructure. Now that's interesting because they're not doing any harm. They're just hovering over that. We were also told that there's no credible threat. When you start putting things together that they're telling us, critical infrastructure, no credible threat. They're unwilling to shoot them down. They're unwilling to do a temporary ban. And we can see them, that they have lights on them. So something's not adding up here. It sounds like it might very well be our highest level government. It might be government assets that are being deployed as a countermeasure.
Hey, just remember you heard it here first on the Black Pill. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I told y'all. Look, I told y'all. It's because everything that's going on with World War III, remember, guys, we got the radio. We got the civilian radio. They have other channels. Like, you can listen and find the military channels if you really, really wanted to. All you got to do is get close to a military base. Don't do it, though. Do not do it. You get in trouble. But, yeah, so they probably heard some chatter about some shit going down, and they're not telling people. Because imagine if they was to come out. Imagine they was to say, hey, breaking news. So we heard chatter on a military channel, and they said they might drop a nuke here. Bro, everybody would lose their shit. So they're not going to do that. So what they'll do, I think they're scanning the infrastructure. They might have heard about some, it's called, it's like the Cold War. It's called dirty war tactics. Boy, I seen that spit come out of my mouth. It's called dirty war tactics. So basically what it is, you plant a bomb in a building that will do a lot of damage, or you plant a bomb by a window so that way when it blows up, the ricochet from the debris. It's all this stuff. So they might have heard something on the phone or whatever, on that walkie-talkie, and now I think they're scanning, and that's why, like I said, that's why the drones look like aliens. The reason why they look like aliens is because they're opening up to scan. They're scanning the infrastructure, and they're getting close to houses and stuff just to check if something is there. And like I said, there's another reason why they don't want you to touch them. They don't want you to shoot them down. They want you to leave them alone. Shout out to Holy Z 0815. He said the U.S. Army is readying to trim its UH-60 Black Hawk utility helicopter fleet by nearly 8% as it prepares to field a replacement. Give us more info. What you mean by that? Give us more information. What do you mean by that? Let's see what else we got, guys. Well, we'll play that one more time. Like I said, they're prepared. I told you guys we've been at war. We've been talking about we've been at war. But now we're starting to see the serious implications because it's ninjas out here that's willing to push that nuclear button. Okay, I'm going to push it. We getting the new V280s. Yes, sir. Are you part of the Army, Holy Z? Are you part of the Army? Hold on, we're going to play this while I talk to him real quick.
On the way here, I was on the phone with my OEM team, and we now have guidance coming from the state. And that guidance does say two different things. First of all, if there is a downed drone in our vicinity, we are immediately to call the bomb squad of our county. And second, our fire department has been instructed to make sure they wear hazmat suits. So we're being told that people in New Jersey must be crazy, that they're only seeing small aircraft, and that's just not the case. If you're on the ground in New Jersey, my residents are concerned, and they're quite alarmed because they have no idea what's hovering just over their houses. You got to understand, a drone is considered an aircraft because it's flying in unrestricted space or restricted space. So it's considered an aircraft. These do look like a small aircraft. There's no doubt about that. They don't look like the personal drones that we're used to seeing. We had an unprecedented briefing on Wednesday. I mean, 200 state mayors were all gathered together, and we learned exactly what the state of New Jersey learned, which is very little. But the thing that we did take away from that was that we were told very point blank that these drones are hovering over our critical infrastructure. Now that's interesting because they're not doing any harm, they're just hovering over that. We were also told that there's no credible threat. When you start putting things together that they're telling us, critical infrastructure, no credible threat, they're unwilling to shoot them down, they're unwilling to do a temporary ban, and we can see them that they have lights on them. So something's not adding up here. It sounds like it might very well be our highest level government. It might be government assets that are being deployed as a countermeasure.
Yeah, Holy Z, I'm gonna look into that. But yeah, guys, I'm telling you guys, this shit getting crazy. I'm gonna show you guys what I have to show you right in a little bit. Man is shooting at a drone. So guys, I'm of the advice that I don't think you should shoot down the drones in case Uncle Sam gonna come for you if it belongs to him. But here we go. Hold on. Yo, this ninja missed every shot, man. He missed every single shot. Every shot. All right, so let me show you guys what I was trying to show you guys. First, is this it? Let me see. Let me see. Whoa, what's going on here? Yes. You said, I'm not sure they possibly could be optionally manned. Who knows? I think they're unmanned. I think they're unmanned. I think they're manned, don't get me wrong. I think they're controlled by a remote. Like, I think just like how you would control a drone, you got a remote and you can see the camera. I think it's the same thing. They're manned for sure because they can't fly autonomously on their own. But, like I said, the question is, what are they looking for or what are they scanning for? I'm of the opinion, and we think here on the Black Pill, that they are scanning potentially for either nuclear bomb threats, right? And I'm saying bomb threats in the sense of there's something placed that's been placed, because like I told you guys, subversion has happened in America. So there are military assets out here. When I say assets, I mean personnel. There's people that walk amongst us that are working for other militaries, and that's because we let too many people in and we don't have any form of glue that's holding us together other than the idea of getting some money. Secondly, if it's not any nuclear stuff that they're looking for, there's something that they're looking for or something that they're scanning for. I'm of the belief, right? I'm going to say belief because my belief is not set in stone. It's ever changing. I'm of the belief that if they were aliens, right? If they were aliens, they would be looking for one of their own. But I don't think they're aliens. I think they're man-made crafts that we just never seen because the government, and especially the military, is years ahead when it comes to technology. So they have technology we've never seen before. And because of that, It's like I said, now we just seeing some of that technology in action. I'm also the belief that they're not doing drills. They're not doing drills at this point because they don't need that many pieces of equipment to do a drill. These aren't testing exercises unless they're testing exercises to show other countries that we're not aware of, right? That they didn't come out publicly and say, and this is a private matter. But like I said, they're scanning for something, and we need to figure out what it is. Here we go.
Hours earlier, I was invited to join the Ocean County Sheriff Department. They launched their own drones to see if they could intercept the mysterious aircraft New Jersey residents have been reporting in recent weeks. The department says these mystery drones evade detection because they don't give off heat like regular drones.
Why do you think that is? We don't know. It's just something that we haven't, it's not something that we've had our hands on. It's not something that we've experienced.
Something they hadn't experienced until now. One of their officers called 911 after seeing 50 of them come off the ocean.
Advised after we made contact with that officer that there were 50 that came off the ocean. 50? 50. That was my reaction also. There were 50 that were coming off the ocean.
And this is a sworn officer?
A sworn officer, yes. We contacted state police, we contacted the FBI, we contacted the Coast Guard, at which point the Coast Guard went out with their boat and they reported seeing 13 following their boat. And then the Coast Guard also advised that they went over them about 300 feet and had a wingspan of about 8 feet.
I see one right here. Did I see the same thing that officer saw? I'm still not sure. What I can show you is this video. What I can tell you is I've never seen anything like it before. Wow. And more than a month since these reports started, the federal government doesn't know what they are either.
Where this video at? Where this video at? I was just, oh yeah. So yeah, what y'all gotta realize is the reason why we can't get close to the drones is because people are flying their drones up to these drones to see what they are. And it's literally it's emitting a signal that cuts their drone off and makes their drone die when it gets close to that drone, and then their drone just falls and breaks. So they can't actually go collect the footage. Crazy stuff, my ninjas, crazy stuff. Hold on, let me see if I got another one. I should have another one. I'm just trying to put it all together. Hold on. Let me see, here we go. And this where it becomes confusing because it's like, okay, is it because of the military or is it because of the UFOs? For those of you who don't know, we've been talking about UFO sightings as well. So this is one of the examples of a UFO sighting. And this was on ABC News. So I'm not just making this up. This was on the news. Like, they showed this to people. All right, here we go.
And Bill and Sandra, when things like this are happening, it seems everyone starts to look up, like my crew and I have been here in Mendham recording this video that you're looking at right now. We have no idea what it is, if it's a natural phenomenon, because it could be, but this is why so many municipalities are now asking people to reach out and send their videos to them or to experts who might be able.
Low-key look like the moon. But here we go. We have another gentleman right here.
The federal government is saying these drones pose no threat to security, or at least they're saying there's no evidence they pose a threat to security. They're not saying what they are, except they're dismissing some of these sightings as mistaken sightings of lawfully operating manned aircraft. What is your take on how these agencies, DHS and others, FAA, should be handling this crisis, or at least these questions about what's going on?
I think I agree with some of the earlier reporting that talks about transparency, right? So if they are briefing members of Congress and they're telling them there's nothing to worry about, they need to be briefing the American public, right? We've now gone on weeks here, and there's been no press conference by the FBI, DHS Secretary, the Department of Transportation Secretary, or FAA. Instead, we get a press release, several days ago that says really nothing to see here. I don't know that that's enough for the American people. They want answers. If you're able to brief members of Congress and assure them, and it seems like some of them are assured after these briefings, then let's share that information with the American public. I think more transparency here helps, even if you don't know exactly what it is.
freedom of speech. So because of freedom of speech, we live in a country where our government, just like every other country, freedom of speech isn't really free. So we live in a country where our government will lie to us about what they know in an effort to protect us, right? Think of, parents, shout out to the parents. Think of what you do for your kids. You lie to your kids and you keep them from the world because your kids aren't ready to handle the trauma that comes with being an adult. Now, in this case, my ninja, we live here. We need to know what's going on. We have to actually know. We need to know because we live here, and if it's going to affect us, we should know sooner rather than later. I'm of that belief. Let me see what else. So like I was telling you guys, I'm trying to pull this up. Is this it? Okay, so yes, this is the information. Shout out to everybody that made it through here to this information. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so this is what they're not telling us. So this was a conversation. One of the conversations I'm going to read for you. Now, listen closely. I can tell you right now, they are military drones. Our military. I have a commercial drone license, and they know when my drone is up after it reaches 50 feet. And then they can assign a unique signature to it and track it on radar like a heat-seeking missile, for example, until it goes down below 50 feet again. I talked to a friend in the military who also works with drones. He said 100% these are our drones and they would only be used in such excess for a serious reason, and gave examples like tracking nuclear fallout from a dirty bomb that went off, tracking biological weapons, tracking WMDs, or search of them for a credible threat, from a credible threat. I know of 2 families that left the state to stay with family elsewhere. They are both in the military. Guess what? Both of the families' husbands are deployed, and that is why they're going to stay with their family. Now, guys, I'm showing you this information, and that's why I'm telling you share this live, because people need to see this information. If they off me, my ninjas, remember you heard it here first on the Black Pill. I don't think they're going to off me, though, but yeah. This was a deleted conversation, guys. Like, this got deleted. Somebody screenshotted it, and they deleted the conversation already. But yes, these are military drones that we have and we control. And like I said, the reason why we're seeing these drones is because they're either tracking nuclear fallout from a dirty bomb that went off on accident, not on purpose, on accident, or biological weapons. Now, when it comes to biological weapons, we haven't been covering it. We're going to start covering it tomorrow on Skeptical Sundays. Have you guys not seen, or they probably don't show it, but at least on my social media feed, my algorithm has shown me multiple instances of like food recalls, contamination, E. coli, outbreaks, all these things that have been happening recently. Like if I go right now and if I look it up to you guys and show you guys, and I'm gonna bring it back full circle because these are the biological weapons that they're talking about. Let me see, food recalls. Look, we'll go to news. Look, 2 hours ago, Connie's Frozen Pizza issues recall over contamination concern. 1 day ago, 2.6 million Stanley mugs are being recalled after more than 35 confirmed burn reports. Hold on. 13 minutes ago, FDA recalls more than 233,000 bottles of antidepressant over possible cancerous material. And that's why I say it becomes dirty warfare, because is this all happening because these are the biological weapons that these people are using? And you see why when we talk about Donald Trump and all this stuff, that's why Donald Trump coming so hard with, okay, we're closing off everything because we need to get this in order. That's what they don't tell the American people, because if everybody sees this all day, we will be scared to eat. We will be scared to drink water. So let me continue. 1 day ago, pasta recall update as FDA sets risk level. 1 day ago, hold on. 1 day ago, granola bar recall. Throw out these snacks. They might have metal in them. 2 days ago, hold on. The real reason why there have been so many food recalls lately, and this is what I'm talking about, where they'll show you half the information and come out and make a statement to try and cover their tracks. So when I go to this article right here, it says, why are there so many food recalls lately? The U.S. has seen a lot of recalls due to food safety issues over the past few months. People are saying there's several potential reasons for the recalls. Let me see, blah, 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 blah. So there's class 1s, class 2, and class 3. Blah, blah, blah. Most ready to eat food, sanitation problems, staffing issues, and an interconnected food supply chain. Boom. And this is what I'm talking about. When we put everything together that I've been saying, our economies are intertwined. We live in an idea of globalism. It's not just every country. Every country now works together for the idea of globalism. Y'all remember the Illuminati when we was kids, right? The Illuminati, the New World Order. I'm not saying this to be a conspiracy theorist. I'm saying that it's been actively happening while we all have been living our lives. Now we have a globalism economy. It's a globalist economy where everybody tries to work together and benefit from each other. Even the wars that you're seeing right now, the Ukraine war, Ukraine and Iran, what's going on, Russia, NATO, Putin with, what's the other place? I can't remember the other place. Russia and China, they're working together to fight in the other place. All these things are happening because people are trying to still fight for viable resources and try and have all pieces of land under their territory. But the main thing is, when I say biological weapons, which is right there in the statement, we have an interconnected food supply chain. So I'm going to read this. I'm not saying this. I'm going to read this. The food supply chain is now global and interconnected, with ingredients sourced from many regions and countries. This complexity can make it difficult to trace the origin of contamination and increase the risk of cross-contamination as products move through multiple stages of production, transport, and storage. Boom, let's stop there. Now let's think back to COVID. Y'all remember what happened with COVID, right? Y'all remember how COVID actually happened, right? Like, not that it was made in a lab, but what happened was cross-contamination. Now, take the idea of cross-contamination. Follow me for a second, right? Take that idea of cross-contamination and apply it to warfare. Now, what do you have? Apply it to warfare. What do you have? You have disaster. You have you beating a country from within without the people knowing. So like I said, we're going to read this one more time. X this out. Hold on. My ninjas. I can tell you right now, they are military drones, our military. I have a commercial drone license, and they know that my drone is up after it reaches 50 feet. They can assign a unique signature to it and track it under radar like a heat-seeking missile until it goes below 50 feet again. I talked to a friend in the military who also works with drones. He says 100% these are our drones, and they would only be used in such excess for a serious reason, like tracking nuclear fallout from a dirty bomb that went off, tracking biological weapons, tracking WMDs, or search for them for a credible threat. I know of 2 families that left in the state to stay with family elsewhere, and they are both in the military, and guess what? Both of those families' husbands are deployed, so that's why they're going to stay with their family. Very sus. Yes, sir. All right, let's see what else we got. We got another one. That was one of them. Let me see. Is this it? Is this it? I have come to the ultimate conclusion that drones are flying and searching for a nuclear threat or EMP that has been planted through the ports or through our open borders. The government can't announce it because it will cause all-out mayhem. My ninjas. My ninjas. My ninjas. So now when I bring you guys this information and we go back to this footage right here, this is the man that's for the government that's speaking for this. There's a reason why he's lying. And I'm telling you he's lying because they have more information than they're letting on. Just like everybody always has more information than they're letting on when they're in a position of power. So here we go.
Drones. John, on the drones, does the U.S. government have any of its own imagery or video of these systems?
I'm not aware that we have U.S. government produced imagery ourselves, but as I said in my opening statement, we have certainly done thorough analysis of the existing imagery.
Like from people's cell phones that we're seeing? Basically, with what you're looking at, how can you credibly tell people that there is no public safety threat, there's no national security threat, that there's no reason to believe that a foreign government is involved?
Because the analysis thus far, in an investigation that is ongoing, has not revealed any national security or malicious intent or criminal activity. But, Jackie, I would remind you, we're at the beginning here, not the end. There's a lot more work to be done, and we're working closely with state and local authorities to gain more information. I would argue that we're moving pretty well here with a sense of energy to try to figure out what we can do to learn more about this. We're still in the middle of an ongoing investigation, and I'm up here explaining to you and let you know what we know so far, what we believe so far. If information comes to light that changes that characterization, then my goodness, we'll be the first ones to let you know. But right now, there's just no indication that this is some sort of foreign malign activity, or in fact even.
That's not what the senators said in the letter. They said, in fact, that they've been observed maneuvering their critical infrastructure, sensitive locations, including reservoirs and military installations, and cited a concern from law enforcement about public safety threats because a medevac helicopter was prevented from transporting a seriously injured patient for care because of the presence of these drones.
I stand by my openings.
Can you make that make more sense? Because I think people in New York and New Jersey see drones the size of an SUV over their house every night and think that that doesn't make any sense.
It's like I say, my ninjas, they not just flying drones the size of an SUV. Guys, take a look outside in your backyard, or maybe not your backyard. I mean like the front yard where the road is. Have you guys seen the size of an SUV? Imagine seeing, that's like a mini helicopter. Why would they be flying a mini helicopter? Just to fly it? Let's say it was a arranged kind of thing, like a bunch of people came together with money and said, okay, we're going to do this to fuck with people, right? What kind of joke is that? Like, what's the joke? You feel me? Like, what was the prank? Like, I don't, like, what's the reason? What's the reason? All right, we have this right here. And this was deleted from Reddit. He said, radar guy here. I know who's operating the drones. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, let's read it. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Let me grab this. All right. So, I'm going to read to you guys. I know you can't see my pretty face. Oh, well. All right. So, it says, what the hell? Radar guy here. I know who's operating the drones. 25-year radar operator for a major agency here. I just thought I'd let you all know what's been going on these past few weeks. The drones are part of a military drill being conducted by Space Force. Everything is on a need-to-know basis, which is why there's so much confusion. What gets me concerned and why I had to make this post is that something big is about to go down. I happen to know that there are additional full lockout drills that are scheduled to take place between now and Christmas Eve. First things first, my ninja, we're going to find out if you're really talking that ish, okay? We're going to find out if you're talking that ish. Hold on. He said, I happen to know that there are additional full lockout drills that are scheduled to take place between now and Christmas Eve. These operations involve the full turnover of all radio/radar and aircraft communications to the military for several hours at a time. How would they even implement that, my ninja? In conjunction with that, there are also scheduled satellite launches off the books, which have been occurring since October. We discussed that already with Russia launching its Oreshnik. And you guys can go look that up. That's Oreshnik. Oreshnik, they launched that a while back. And that is basically a world ender. It can drop a bomb, right? It can drop a missile from in space at a speed that can run through the entire Earth. And you can look it up if you don't believe me. But in conjunction with that, there are also scheduled satellite launches off the books, which have been occurring since October. They are setting up some kind of big show for the public very soon. CNN was even at our facility shooting pre-roll footage for a future story. I don't know exactly what's going on, but all I know is this: get ready. Peace and safety to all of you and your families. My ninja.
But what the hell, boy?
My ninja. You just made that for Reddit, my ninja. Get off my page. What's wrong with this man? Trying to discredit me. Anyways, like I said, let's get back to what I was saying. So I have come to the unfortunate conclusion that the drones flying are searching for a nuclear threat or EMP that has been planted throughout the ports or through our open borders. And the government can't announce it because it would cause all-out mayhem. Let's see. Hold on. Here we go. We had this beautiful lady right here.
This is shocking, okay? And I'm not the only person who feels this way. This was happening at Langley a month ago, okay? These people are not crazy. They're seeing these things with their own eyes. This is not normal behavior. They are not planes that are coming in one direction and they're heading into Newark Airport and then they're landing, okay? We spend $824 billion on defense. We have the greatest intelligent capability in the world. So how can you stand there and say to the country right now, gosh darn, we just don't know what these are?
Because I'm not going to lie to you or to the American people, and I'm not going to say we know something when we don't. And we would never, ever stoop to think that an American citizen was crazy or nuts because of what they're seeing and what they're documenting. We're taking that imagery seriously, and we're doing the best we can to analyze it, and we encourage people to come forward if they have additional sightings and imagery. We want to do the best we can to triangulate it, but I'll be gosh darn if I'm going to stand up here and make up stuff that I don't know to be true.
We don't want you to make up anything. Do you know and you can't say? Can you tell me that?
No, I'm telling you, Martha, I'm telling you, we don't. We can't corroborate every single sighting. Some of them we have, not all of them, and we're working hard to do that.
Say, man, when somebody tell you they don't know, bro, they usually know. All right, that's it for today, man. Shout out to everybody that was in here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll keep you guys posted, man. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. Hit the like button. If you tuned in, you are the resistance and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The device tactics that they use to put us against each other will be exposed. Am I going live tonight? I don't know yet, Jack. If I do, I might turn up in later. It might be late night tonight for the Nightmare Before Christmas. We'll probably see. I just might go live. Yes, sir. I just might go live. But I keep you guys posted. Watch my page, the like button. Share my videos with everybody. Like my videos. Put comments on my stuff so more people can come to my page. Everybody take care, man. I'll be back in here maybe later or maybe tomorrow. Peace.